Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's CITI program webinar. Today's topic is RCR and grant stewardship, and will be presented by Amanda Humphrey from Northeastern University.
Now let me tell you about today's presenter. Amanda Humphrey is the Chief Research Operations Officer for Northeastern University. Amanda oversees the research security, export compliance, and training programs, as well as contributing to compliance and operational objectives. She contributes to Ancura, FDP, and ARIO. Amanda has degrees from Smith College, University College London, and Northeastern University. And now I'm going to pass the mic to you, Amanda.
So, our learning objectives today. Grant stewardship is really about clear communication and roles and responsibilities. So, a lot of today will be about how to frame and execute on those aspects of grant stewardship to help improve grant stewardship activities, because the actual activities will vary from grant to grant, as well as from institution to institution. And you can see that they note 127% increase in regulations in the last 10 years. That's astounding. And these regulations often has us as administrators reeling from the pace, cost, personnel, and operational requirements of all of these changes. It's our whole jobs, and I know I personally often feel challenged by the pace of change. So I have to pause and think about what the pace of change means for our faculty, for whom this breakneck speed of regulatory change is simply ancillary to the change they're experiencing in their fields of expertise with respect to their research. And as a downstream impact, many peer institutions follow the government's lead, designating Duke as high risk and adding additional terms to their subawards, overall just adding a lot of administrative burden for faculty and administrators. And I think this use case really highlights the interplay in the government's eyes between research integrity and stewardship and oversight activities. Going back to that Charles Lieber example, I want to think about the guidance and the expectations for current and pending support before the Charles Lieber case happened 6 years ago. Today, it is miles apart. It's also important that faculty understand the choice you make with respect to the charges that hit the grant can affect not just the PI, but the institution. I talked about Duke at the beginning and how NIH looked at the lack of oversight or fraud by a small number of individuals and decided to take what they believed to be prudent action to increase oversight at Duke overall. While Professor Lee is still there today, her impressive work has been overshadowed by her administrative mismanagement of her grants. And for clarity, the research side of Professor Lee's work was never under question. It was the administrative side of her work that caused this issue to arise.
I invite you to review our content offerings regularly, as we are continuing to add new courses and webinars in various topics of research, research ethics, compliance, and professional development throughout the year.